started, I want you to like, share, and comment on our YouTube channel, MCB Nurse Consultant. I'm Michelle Carter, and I'm the owner of MCB Nurse Consultant. I've been a director of nursing for over 17 years, and I've been in long-term care as a nurse for 24 years. And I coach and consult directors and nurses in long-term care to help them understand and overcome the exhaustion and frustration of having to do it all. And if you work in long-term care and if you've been a director of nursing, we do truly have to do it all. But today, I want to talk to my brand new directors of nurses. And when I say brand new, that you've been in the role for 2 years or less. Because it takes about 2 years to really understand what the whole job entitles. I want to talk to you today about your fears and your aspirations and what do you want out of this position. When I first became a director of nursing 17 years ago, I was totally clueless. I had no idea what I was supposed to do. Now, I was elevated, I was promoted from being / it was a position called DCD. It was / a unit manager position and assistant director nursing position. So in the company I worked in, they combined both those positions. So I had no idea what to do. I was promoted in a building where I had started as a brand new nurse. I had a lot of friends that I hung out with, and I had which was a good thing, but also it was a bad thing. But I didn't understand the regulations. I didn't understand how to be a leader. I didn't understand how to be organized. I didn't understand how to relate to others' personalities. I was running around with my head, like a chicken with my head cut off constantly. And I can guarantee a lot of you can relate to that. A lot of times, directors and nurses, we are graduated into the position because 1, we are RNs, and 2, we're good nurses. But were we taught or were we given the tools that we need to be able to function in the role? And that's why I want to help you at. I want to help you be able to function in your role. Right now, we're having a program that starts November 7th, and it's called the Leadership Roundtable for Directors and Nurses in Long-Term Care. It's a 6-week program. We meet once a week, and we're going to go over different things that I truly think new directors and nurses need. One of those things is just basic leadership training, leadership development. What is a leader? What type of leader do you want to be? We're going to come up with programs we're going to come up with action plans of what type of leader you truly need to be for your facility. When you became a new director of nursing, I know your expectation was, I'm going to change everything. I'm going to be better than the one before. But sometimes it doesn't always work out like that. The one before you can't necessarily think they were bad. Maybe they just weren't trained correctly. And maybe they didn't have the mindset that they needed to be in the position. And you want to change everything, but you can't change everything at once. And that change comes from being consistent. A lot of times, directors and nurses, we're not staying in the roles long enough to become consistent. I truly believe a director of nurses should be in the role a minimum of a year, that they should not be allowed to leave. Now, I know that might not sit well with everybody, but you have to you don't know what you don't know. And it takes about a year to figure out what you don't know and what truly is broken. My mentor years ago told me that a strong building, it takes about a year and a half to truly build up a facility, a long-term care facility as a director of nursing. A strong building can fall apart in 3 months if it's not consistent. So if you're in that area that you feel like I'm just not there yet, don't worry. You'll get there. But you may need the guidance that you need. And you may need a guidance from somebody who has experience. You need the guidance from somebody that is disconnected from the true company. Because a lot of the things that we are taught, a lot of things that we need to be taught are just basic foundations. And it's hard to learn that when you're in the midst of the crises from people that are in a crisis with you. So that's why I started my company, MCB Nurse Consultant, to help directors of nurses and help them on a personal level where they can be transparent, where they can be vulnerable, and they can really express the challenges that they have and don't feel guilty for feeling like that, because it happens and it's okay. And it's okay if you're not where you want to be at, but we can get you there. We can help you and teach you and help you learn to get there. That's why it's so important that I want you to come and get a free consultation with me so you can understand about our next program coming up. I want us to have a conversation before we sign up for the program, because I want to make sure that this is something which you want out the program, and this is something that I can deliver for you, and that we can work together as a team. So this isn't a program that we're just going to have any person or any nurse be in it. We want special directors and nurses who truly want to go to that next level, because that's my goal, is to help you go to that next level, to help you be more successful in your role. Being a new director of nursing, who do you trust? Who do you have that you can truly trust when you want to be vulnerable, when you want to be transparent? That's another reason why we're having this program, so you can come with other directors of nurses, and also me and my team, where you can trust us and tell us be vulnerable about the challenges that you have, and without feeling that you're going to have retaliation. You're going to learn how to build teams, learn how to techniques to retain your staff, and learn things that you can do to be more impactful. And also, as a bonus, we're going to learn about the 5 top techs, because you also need that. One thing that I've noticed as being a director nurse, and the difference for me being a director nurse and me being a nurse entrepreneur, there's a lot of things that I've learned from my entrepreneurship that need to cross over for directors and nurses. And I think one of the most important things is mindset. And we're going to talk more about that next week on our series for new directors and nurses, is mindset. But right now, I want you to realize that it's okay if you're not where you need to be at. I know how you feel as being a new director of nursing, and the help is here. The help is coming November 7th, where you can sign up. We can have our one-on-one consultation, see if you're going to be a good fit for the program that we're going forward with, and find out what we can do to help you get to that level. Because you're staying in that role because there is something special in you. We just got to help you get that foundation. And once you get that foundation, I promise you will see success. Again, I said I've been a director of nursing for 17 years. In that 17 years, I have been at different facilities. But right now, I've been at the same facility for 7 years as the director of nursing. And I went through the pandemic at this facility. And that was something that I had no idea what to do. But I was thankful that I had support my company. But I know a lot of you were burnt out after the pandemic, and a lot of you are scared of what we do next, and things have changed so much in the pandemic, and we're still teaching and doing things the same way. We have to change with the world. We need to be more innovative in how we communicate with our teams. We need to be able to use technology. This helps save our time, because our time is so valuable, and we have to be open and transparent as leaders, that it's okay to feel, it's okay if you feel like you're not where you need to be, because you can get there. You can get there, and we have to be mindful and remember to take care of us first. And that's something that we weren't really doing prior to the pandemic, but it's so important. And it's so important that you learn emotional intelligence and how to connect with your team. And that's something that we teach in our 16-week cohort, and then in this round table, we're going to be teaching that also. Now, again, the nursing leadership roundtable for directors and nurses is a 6-week course. So don't panic. It's not 16 weeks. We do offer a 16-week course where you can go more in depth of learning how to learn the methodology and personality science that can help you and your team. But for right now, we're focusing on some core values and core concepts for new directors of nursing. So if you're a new director of nursing, you've been in a role for 2 years or less, and you just feel like you feel like everything's falling down on you. There's help. MCB Nurse Consultant is here to help you. And in order for you to find the help, you got to take the chance. You have to make a choice to take a chance to change the narrative in your career. And do that by setting up a free consultation with me, Michelle Carter from MCB Nurse Consultant, where we can sit down and talk and see if we're both a good fit for our next 6-week program, the Leadership Roundtable for Directors and Nurses in Long-Term Care. I hope to see you there, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell for our YouTube channel, MCB Nurse Consultant LLC. We have this video and multiple other videos, and I have also another series that you would love to watch, Real Talk for Directors and Nurses. And this week we'll be talking about finances for directors and nurses. So again, hit the link, sign up so we can get that one-on-one, so we can get you signed up for this 6-week program that is going to change the narrative in your career and elevate you as a director of nursing. I can't wait to talk to you. Have a great day.